Good evening, everyone. So, late na akong nakapag-live again. So, we are discussing a professional education or Prop Ed for September 2024 board examination. So, again, nasa professional education naman po yung discussion natin ngayon. So, next, tomorrow, dun naman po tayo sa majorship natin. So, ayan teachers, ready na ba? Ayan, ready na. And thank you so much po sa lahat ng nanonood, nakaantabay sa ating live streaming ngayon for the professional education. So, ayan, shout out kay Sir Ronald. I know, kay Sir Arnold Ismenia Jr. Okay, shout out sa iyo, sir. Tagasan po ba si sir? Good evening kay Ma'am Sherilyn Tonga. Okay, shout out sa iyo, Ma'am. Okay, thank you so much sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon sa walang sawang pagsuporta sa ating live streaming for pre-let review and drills for professional education for September 2024 board examination. So, ayan, once again, I'm Coach Grace na lang. Nga ba ng pangalan ko? Mary Grace. Okay, Coach Grace. So, I am a tail imager. So, right now, okay, si Sir Arnold Ismenia Jr. came from Sorsogon. Okay, shout out sa mga taga Sorsogon, mga taga Bicol. Okay, shout out sa inyong lahat. Ready na po ba for the question number 1? Ayan. So, don't forget to share this live discussion. So, siguro pag marami ng viewers, we are starting the discussion for professional education and question number 1. Okay? So, ayan teachers, is it 8:44? Sorry for late na nakapag-live. Ayan. So, good evening kay Sir Romars. Okay, shout out sa iyo, sir. Thank you sa walang sawang pagsuporta sa ating live streaming. So, ayan si Sir Romar, ano na po yan? LPT na po yan. Pasado na. So, still watching pa rin every night pag tayo, nagdi-discuss. Still watching pa rin. Okay, sir. So, siguro bibigyan kita ng pagkakataon para makapag-drills. Siguro sa electronics lang. So, tingnan natin. I-set natin yung time. Okay. Excuse me. Shout out watching from Paranaque. Okay, si Sir. Sir, parang baybayin yung name niya. Baybayin nga. Okay, so ayan, teachers. Ready na po ba for the professional education? Let's start with the question number 1. So let's proceed. A reader uses metacognition when she. So it means, yung isang reader daw, gumamit ng metacognition skills. Kailan ba pwedeng gamitin natin si metacognition skills? 1, is it identify difficult sentence or pages? 2, restate a sentence, passage in her own words. Or 3, reacts to the text. Okay, you will choose. Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, teachers. Yung A is one only. Sabi rito, ang metacognition skills daw, they identifies when they have a difficult sentence or pages daw. Sa B naman, 3 only, reacts to the text. Nagkaroon ng reaction yung learner sa mga binabasa niya na information. Next, si C naman, 2 only. Sabi sa C, restate a sentence passage in her own words. Or D, lahat. Okay, ano bang tamang sagot dyan? Is it A, B, C, or D? So, ayan teachers, you have 1 minute. Okay? Okay, ano bang tamang sagot dyan? Okay, sabi ni Sir Romar, nakaka-enjoy. Okay, so ano bang tamang sagot sa question number 1? Okay, shout out kay Ma'am Sheena Marie Ringor. Okay, may sagot na siya. Okay, teachers, ano bang tamang sagot dyan? Okay, if you know the answer, lagay na lang po sa comment section. Okay, si Ma'am Sherilyn Tonga. Ayan, may sagot na rin. Okay, don't forget to share this live video ha. Itong discussion natin ngayon. Okay, para mas marami tayong natulungan na magte-take ngayon ng board examination. So I hope sana marami tayong matulungan. So si Ma'am Myra Cortez Navia watching from Masbate. Shout out sa lahat ng taga Masbate. Shout out sa lahat ng taga Masbate. Si Sir Franz, Rexel Franz Laineza Baldon. Okay, she answered letter D. Okay, thank you for watching Sir Albert BJ Rivera. Okay, so ayan teachers, the correct answer here, no other than is letter D. Okay, letter D is the correct answer. Okay, palakpakan lahat ng nakakuha ng tamang sagot. The answer is letter D. Kung sa Tagalog, lahat sila nabanggit. Okay, so pag tinutukoy po natin is the metacognition. Diba? We are talking about metacognition na kadalasang ginagamit natin when we are taking a board examination. Right? So, ibig sabihin, a reader uses metacognition when she identify difficult sentence or pages. Sabi dito, restate a sentence passage in her own words and reacts to the text. It means po, kailangan preview the text and makes prediction. Kailangan nakakapag-predict tayo sa mga text na binabasa natin, kino-comprehend natin. Number 2, ito na-explain ko lang po sa inyo. Number 2, make a connection. So, ibig sabihin, make a connection to the personal experience or other text. Kailangan pag ginagamit natin si metacognition skills, kailangan inire-rely natin on our experience. Ilagay natin yung sarili natin sa sitwasyon na yun. Next, ask clarifying question. Kung ikaw ay isang reader na metikuloso, pwede kang mag-clarify. You need to ask question. Right? So next is, kailangan po meron tayong, kaya nating i-identify the difficult sentence. Sabi dito, identify the difficult sentence or passage. It means, kung baga, yung mga difficult sentence na kailangan nating alamin doon, alam natin yung meaning, alam natin kung paano natin ito i-comprehend. So, restate in her own words, marunong tayong, kumbaga, mag-twist ng word na mas madali nating maunawaan. And then, you need to react to the text. Okay? So, yan po yung mga uses ng metacognition skills. You need to apply based on your own experiences. Kaya teachers, the correct answer in question number 1 is letter D. Lahat po yan. Okay, next, we proceed to the question number 2. Ang tinatanong naman po dito, which of the following are examples? So, ang hinahanap po natin is the examples of thinking stem or sentence starters that can reflective thinking. Okay, ano ba yung mga nakakapag-reflect sa pag-iisip natin? O yung number 1 dyan, yung choices, I'm thinking, I'm wondering, from this chapter, I learned. From what I read, I realize. Okay, sa letter A po, yung ano lang dito, the thinking stem daw is 1, 2, and 4 only. Sabi sa A, I'm thinking, I'm wondering, from what I read, I realize. Yun si letter A. Or si letter B, I'm wondering, from this chapter, I learned. From what I learned, I realize. Okay, next. Si letter C naman, hanggang sa 3. I'm thinking, I'm wondering from this chapter I learned. Letter D, I'm thinking, from this chapter I learned. From what I read, I realized. Okay, teachers, you have 1 minute again para po alamin ang tamang sagot. Kasi ang tinatanong po is the examples of thinking stem, right? The example is the thinking stems or sentence starter. Para saan ba? Can reflect saan? Sa pag-iisip natin. Okay. Ano ba ang tamang sagot? Ano po ba ang tamang sagot dyan? Again, teachers, you have 1 minute para masagutan po yan. Okay? Shout out kay Marizal Bolido from Samar. Shout out sa kababayan natin sa Bicol. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Kay Hana, Mark Day Vargas, thank you for watching. Okay, so may sumagot ng B, may sumagot ng D, may sumagot ng A. So ayan teachers, sari-sari po ang sagot natin. Okay? Sari-sari ang sagot. Okay. So ano ba kasi yan? Bakit kasi ang hirap? Sabi ng iba, ang hirap ng tanong. So ano ba talaga ang tamang sagot dyan? Sabi ng karamihan. Okay. May 1 minute po kayo para alamin ang kasagutan na yan. Okay, pwede natin gamitin si metacognition skills dito sa sequence na to. Right? Gamitin si metacognition skills, you will make yung tinatawag nating elimination method. So, ano ba yung hindi dapat dito kasama? Okay, may sumagot ng B. Ayan, may sumagot ng B. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Ayan, may sumagot ng letter A. Paano natin di kasama si I'm thinking? Sequence po yan. Okay, teachers, the best answer here is letter A. Why? Ang hindi lang po dito kasama is si 3. From this chapter, I learned. Internalize nyo, i-analyze nyo kung bakit di kasama si 3. From this chapter, I learned. Hindi po siya kasama. Okay, teachers, why? The answer here is letter A. Right? A is the correct answer. Bakit? Pag magla-launching tayo po ng sequence of metacognition skills or wordless pictures book or graphic organizer, right? So it is an example, right? So it is easy to obtain tools. Right? So sabi ko sa inyo kanina, you need to make a elimination method. Okay. So ang metacognitive process of the reading, she also includes thinking stem or sentence starter, right? That can prompt reflective thinking such as I'm thinking, I'm wondering, or I'm noticing. Okay, yun po yung metacognition or thinking stem na tinatawag natin. Ang thinking stem po for the metacognition skills, mag-i-start po siya sa I'm thinking, I'm wondering. From what I read, I realize. Okay, yun po ang tinatawag nating thinking skills. Okay, bibigyan ko kayo ng isang example. Okay, so for example, nag-launch ako ng sequence for metacognition that includes, kumbaga sa graphic organizer and easy to obtain tools, right? So, ibig sabihin po, to the students become multi-cognitive about the reading, she includes that. So for example, in this case, pre-paint shape from your local home improved store, right? So, paano ma-identify na yung chip na ibinebenta mo, for example, potato chips, anong gagawin mo para mas maibenta mo ito ng maayos? So, di ba, mag-iisip ka ng paraan, anong different strategy na gagawin ko para mas maibenta ko to? So, nag-isip si bata. Okay, so hindi lang po, kumbaga, hindi ko lang siya ibebenta sa store. Pwede kong gumawa ng page, o kaya pwede naman akong magkaroon ng marketing strategy kung saan doon ko ipopromote yung businesses ko. Right? So, doon pa lang, nagkaroon na siya ng thinking stem. So, I'm wondering, from what I read, I realize. Kung ano yung nababasa ng bata, kailangang i-internalize niya, i-relate niya sa pinaka-experience niya para mas maunawaan yon. Okay, again, pag thinking stem ang pinag-uusapan natin, we are talking about the sentence starter. Ang pinakauna po para sa reflective thinking is I'm thinking, I'm wondering, and from what I read, I realize. Okay? A is the correct answer. Next, we proceed to the question number 3. Okay, so ito naman, we are talking about the critical thinking. Okay? Sabi rito, which can promote critical thinking and creativity in reading the classroom. So, paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng creativity inside the classroom? So, you will use a graphic organizer, brainstorming, convergent question. So, paano natin maipopromote ito? Paano natin maipapakita na yung lesson natin is talks about critical thinking and the creativity and reading classroom? So, kailangan ba magkaroon po tayo ng brainstorming? So, lahat ba dyan is magpo-focus lang sa convergent question? Di ba pag nagtuturo tayo, hindi lang convergent question ang itinuturo natin when it comes to the strategy. Okay, so si graphic organizer ba, sapat ba sa pagtuturo natin? Teachers, so you will choose, is that 1, 2, 2 and 3, or 1 and 2? Yes po, Sir Arnold. Late ko lang nabasa yung sa'yo. Mga 6 po yan, but sa ano po, STEM or thinking skills, pag pinag-uusapan natin is metacognition, yung 3 lang po talaga yung pinaka-best doon na kumbaga masunod natin. So, thinking, you need to comprehend, and etc. So, yun na po. So, may sumagot sa question number 3 ng C, 2 and 3. So, ayan teachers. Eliminate na natin si A and B. Okay? A and B elimination. Hindi po pwedeng graphic organizer lang ang gagamitin natin to promote a critical thinking and creativity. Hindi po pwedeng graphic organizer lang. Lagi pong dalawa yan. So, when it comes to letter B, di naman po pwedeng magkakaroon lang tayo ng brainstorming. Okay, di mali ulit, elimination method tayo, add and out. So, ayan, you will choose the best answer. Graphic organizer, tumutukoy po being a creativity. Ayan. Si convergent question ba kasama? Ano ba si convergent question, teachers? Kasama ba si convergent dyan? Kasama ba, teachers? Di ba pag sinabi natin convergent question, teachers, it is questioning have only one correct answer and test rote knowledge of concrete facts. Okay, so ibig sabihin, hindi po pwede si 3. Si convergent question. Kasi ang convergent question po, ang example po ng convergent question is multiple choice ka sa mga estudyante mo. Nagpa-true or false ka sa mga estudyante mo. O kaya naman, nagkaroon ng definition and also calculation of the studies to find the correct answer. It talks about the convergent question. Okay, ibig sabihin parang nagpa-take ka na ng exam nito, summative or formative test. Okay, automatic convergent question, he is not, hindi po siya pwede sa critical thinking and creativity in reading classroom. Take note, teachers, ang tinotanong lang naman dito kung paano tayo mag-promote. Diba? So, walang tinutukoy ditong examination. Kaya wala si convergent question. Kasi ang tinutukoy is the reading classroom. Okay, ano ang gagawin mo? Anong scenario ang gagawin mo pag nasa reading classroom ka? Anong strategy ang pwede mong i-apply sa mga bata? Okay, so ibig sabihin po, ang tamang sagot dito is si letter D, 1 and 2. Sa reading classroom po, always may graphic organizer. And you will make a brainstorming. You will ask, ano bang naunawaan mo sa binasa mo, mga estudyante? So, ibig sabihin po, sa research, okay, research tell us that there are 5 main curriculum. Okay, naniniwala ba kayo na sa research natin, when it comes to the reading classroom curriculum, we have 5 main curriculum features. So, ibig sabihin, it is a very crucial to advancing in reading classroom, right? Especially in metacognitive skills. Right? So, sa metacognitive skills po, we are going to have a graphic organizer para mas maintindihan ng mga bata. Kasi ang iba dyan, hindi naman po talaga, kumbaga may mga batang naleleft behind dyan. So you will use a graphic organizer. Aside of that, brainstorming and outlining. Okay, so teachers-led conferences and drawing. Okay, sa graphic organizer, nagpakita si teachers. Apple. A is for apple. Apple. Okay, di ba ganyan pag nagturo sa mga bata, especially sa preschool? So, ginagamit yan. Meron siyang kumbaga nakikita ng bata yung real object, ilalagay siya sa graphic organizer, ididikit doon, tapos followed by the letters of the alphabet. Okay? So, nagkakaroon yung bata ng brainstorming. Okay. So, aside of that, the main component is to enhance this 5 significant. Ano yung 5 significant pag nagkakaroon tayo ng reading classroom? Para sa mas magandang strategy and features of critical thinking and creativity. So, nagkakaroon po ng cooperative learning. Cooperation. Okay? Cooperative learning and environment where the student understand and develop through fair collaboration. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nagkaroon na ng collaboration yung mga bata. Okay. Ito pala yung spelling ng apple. So, ayan, nagkaroon ng activity, evaluation. Diba? Nagkaroon ng collaboration. Okay, itong grupo na to kukulayin yung apple. Itong grupo naman na ito, ang gagawin is to ginawa niyang Scrabble. Bubuuhin nila yung word na apple. Anong kulay ng apple? So nagkakaroon ng outlining of activity through the process of brainstorming and especially the organizer. Okay? Nagkaunawaan po ba tayo sa question number 3? Tatandaan po, sa critical thinking and promoting for the creativity and reading classroom, wala pong convergent question. Tandaan, convergent question, ginagamit natin ito pag gagawa tayo ng exam. Multiple choice, definition, true or false, ano pa ba? So, mga convergent types of question. So, sa mga formative exam po natin yung ginagamit. Okay, let's proceed to the question number 4. Ayan. So, question number 4 po, which may help establish creativity in reading. Ito puro to reading. Like I said, it is a professional education. Nakapokus po tayo sa kapakanan ng bata. Kahit sobrang kulit ng bata, iisipin pa rin natin na yung kapakanan ng bata kung paano tayo makakapag-establish ng knowledge sa kanila. Okay, ito sa sequence again. Which may help establish creativity in reading. Paano daw kayo mag-i-establish ng creativity in reading? Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, yung mga tanong na ginawa ko is parang umiikot lang sa isang question. Pansin nyo ba? It is more on metacognition skills and comprehension on how you do it. Okay, teachers? So 1, sabi sa 1, writing experience stories together as a group. 2, playing, listening, and saying games. 3, writing imaginative stories or poems. Okay, sa letter A, 1, 2, and 3, lahat daw nag-i-establish ito ng creativity in reading. So how about si B? 2 only. Kailangan pag nag-establish tayo ng creativity in reading, kailangan sabi nila playing, listening, and saying the games. Nakikita nila, naririnig nila bago sila maglalaro. Sa 3 naman, writing imaginative stories. Lahat ng nai-internalize ng bata, nai-imagine ng bata na isusulat nila through the process of poems or tula. O anong mas maganda dyan? Is it C, 1 and 2? Experience. Tama. Experience, writing experience. Or 1 and 3. Writing experience, writing imaginative stories, or 4. Okay, teachers. Ano bang tamang sagot dyan sa question number 4? Lahat ba yan creativity? Sige nga. Dito, mapipiga lahat ng ano nyo pagdating sa comprehension. Okay. Ayan, may sumagot ng C. Okay, wala pa ako teachers nakikitang tamang sagot. Gamitin si elimination method. Gamitin si elimination method, teachers. Sabi dito, help to establish creativity in reading. Okay, teachers. Ma'am Sherilyn, tama ka po. Is it letter A? A ang tamang sagot. Lahat po ito nag-i-establish ng creativity in reading. Okay. So, based on your experience, di ba, pag tayo pinagawa ng teachers ng tula, kinoconnect natin siya sa experience natin, kahit sa stories together as a group. Okay, pag nagkaroon ng collaboration. So, kailangan, di ba, iba-iba ang way of learning natin. Di ba sabi ko nga, we are a diverse learner. Yung iba, nagbabasa habang may kinakalikot. Sino mga nagbabasa dito na yung kamay may binubuong puzzles? May mga ganyan. Yung ba naman nagbabasa, ini-imagine nila through the process of games. So yung iba naman, writing imaginative stories or poems. Right? Okay, teachers, lahat po yan nag-i-establish ng creativity in reading. Tandaan po, di ba pag sinabi nating creativity in reading may be established in several ways. Right? By writing experiences, stories together as a group, by playing, listening, and saying games, by dramatizing a pictures and plays, and by writing imaginative stories or poems. Mga tula. Right? So, kaya ang tamang sagot po dyan is letter A. Lahat po yan nag-i-establish ng creativity and reading. Okay, the answer is letter A. Next, question number 5. If a pupil is unable, okay, ito naman na-encounter ninyo. Ilagay niyo yung sa scenario na na-experience nyo na to. If a pupil is unable to read proficiently, while others around him or her can, over time, his or her belief in his or her ability to read will be negatively impacted. Okay, based saan yan? Solheim 2011. Based on this research finding, which factors contributes to the pupil reading problem? Kasi di ba may mga bata na pag hindi sila magaling magbasa, mas pinipili na lang nilang manahimik. Hindi sila nakikipag-join during group activity. Okay? May mga ganong case ng bata. Okay? May mga ganong case ng bata po, teachers. Kayo mapapansin dyan. Kasi unang-una, pag nagbasa sila, naiisip nila, pag nagbasa ako tas mali yung words ko, hindi ko siya kayang basahin kung paano siya basahin, nahihiya siya. Saan siya papasok? Anong problem niya? Anong problem ng bata? Kasi ang tinatanong, which factors contributes to the pupil's reading problem? Oh. Okay? Kasi sabi dito, which factors contribute to the pupil reading problem? Okay, teacher, saan ba siya papasok? Sa work memory ba? May problem ba with his or her working memory? So may problem ba within the reading strategy, self-efficacy, or reading disability? Okay, tandaan, teacher. Ang sabi lang naman dito, proficient, siya lang naman is unable to read proficiently. It means marunong siyang magbasa, pero may mga times sa sentence na hindi niya kayang basahin. Or may doubt siya with the pronunciation. So yung paniniwala over the time, yung paniniwala daw nila, his or her ability to read will be negatively impacted. So yung feeling ng bata, naging negative. May negative impact sa kanya. So based on the research finding daw, which factors contribute to the pupil reading problem? Okay, so is it A, working memory, B, reading strategy, self-efficacy, or reading disability? Okay, thank you so much. Shout out kay Ma'am Sherilyn Tonga. Ma'am Ana. Yes, you got the correct answer. The answer is letter A. Okay, A po ang tamang sagot dyan. Okay, teachers, bakit po teacher A ang tamang sagot? It's because self-efficacy is a belief in one's capacity to achieve a goal. Okay po? Nagkaunawaan? A is the correct answer. I know. C, self-efficacy. Okay? C is the correct answer. Okay? Not letter A. Okay? C. Saan kaya yung salamin ko rito? Ayan, teachers, ako'y magsasalamin at nag-i-start na naman na magkanda-duling-duling ako dito sa mga letter. Okay, so number 6 question. Which statements on motivation are true? O ito sa mga ano, 'di ba nagkaroon tayo ng practice teaching? Anong statement daw diyan ang tumutukoy o ang tama para sa motivation? Okay. So one, motivation is not necessarily something that learners bring to school. Or two, motivation can arise from environmental condition at school. Or three, teachers motivate students to learn and behave in ways that promote their long-term success and also the productivity. So, as a teachers, how can you motivate your students? Ito na lang. Ano ba ang tama from the word of motivation? Okay, sige nga. Excuse me, teachers. Abay na lobat ng ating laptopers. Paano ba tayo maging, mag-motivate sa learners? Ayan, may sumagot ng letter D. Ayan. Ma'am Sheena Mariringor. Shout out sa iyo, madam. Ako'y magsasalamin at mukhang lalabo ang ating mata. It's so hot in the Philippines. So, anong oras na pero ang init-init pa rin. Ako'y pinagpapawisan. Okay, Ma'am Sherilyn. Ayan, shout out again. Okay. Very good. Lahat po sila is the motivation. Lahat po yan tama. Letter D is the correct answer. Okay? Bakit letter D ang tamang sagot sa question number 6? Because, di ba, pag motivation makes students more focused, make them persevere until they realize their goal. As a teachers, we need to motivate the student to learn. Okay? Kaya hindi naman natin pwedeng ipagsigawan yan. Okay? So, may mga teacher na nagpo-promote their long-term success and productivity in a secret way. Okay? So, ayan. So, importante po si letter 3 dito. Si 3. Okay? Bakit? Kasi as a teachers, ang unang ginagawa natin, especially sa mga batang tinatamad mag-aral, o kaya yung mga nawawalan ng tiwala sa sarili nila, o kaya naman, di pumapasok sa loob ng classroom dala ng kahirapan. Okay? Hindi na po ako teachers mag-aaral kasi wala po akong tsinelas. So, we need to motivate the students. And especially, kailangan yung environmental and school condition is good, proper ventilated, conducive learning to us. Okay? So, mas masaya po pag nagturo tayo na meron tayong communication. Teachers and student communication. Yun po yung number 1 rule natin. Okay? As a role model. Okay? Hindi po yung, ay teachers, pag role model po, yun po ba yung mga nakahikaw, todo blush on si teachers, ang pula-pula ng makeup ni teachers? Hindi. Okay? Kailangan as a teachers, tatayo tayo sa estudyante na may maskarang tinatawag. Lahat ng problem na meron sa bahay, iwanan sa bahay, pagdating sa school, ngumiti, at ipakita na nagtuturo ka pa rin. Kahit alam natin na there's a lot of problem na kinakaharap din tayo. Okay? We are a greatest motivator to the students. Okay? So, ayan, letter D is the correct answer. So, we proceed to the question number 7. So, question number 7, we are talking about the metacognitive process. Okay? So, we are talking about the metacognitive process. Favorably, influenced by learning, which does not belong to the metacognitive process. So, ang tinatanong dito, alin daw yung hindi belong? Okay, sino ang hindi dito belong? To the metacognitive process. Self-reflection, B, self-responsibility and initiative, goal setting, and remembering. Okay, so ayan, ano ba ang tamang sagot dito? Ayan. Self-reflection, tandaan, does not belong. O, does not belong daw yung tinutukoy natin dito. Does not belong. Okay. So, teachers, we are talking about the metacognitive. Okay? We are talking about the metacognitive process. So, ang tinatanong is does not belong to the metacognitive process is letter D. Okay? Ang hindi po dito kasama is letter D, remembering. Pinakamababa is remembering. Okay? Teachers, sa metacognitive process po, kailangan meron kayong self-reflection, self-responsibility, and initiative, and especially the goal setting. Okay, teachers, bakit po remembering? Tandaan po, si metacognitive learning is knowing what to learn and knowing how to learn. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ni metacognitive learning. Again, metacognitive learning is knowing what to learn and knowing how to learn. So, ibig sabihin po, it consists of two basic processes occurring simultaneously. Right? So, yung two basic process po ito sa metacognitive learning po, kung tatandaan po natin is number 1 is monitoring your progress as you learn. Kailangan mino-monitor natin yung progress natin kung paano tayo matuto. Pangalawa, making change and adapting your strategy. Okay, making changes and adapting strategies if you perceive you are not doing so well. Right? So it is about self-reflection. Okay, it is talking about self-reflection, self-responsibility, and initiative, as well as a goal setting and time management. Okay, itong metacognitive process po ito ang pinaka-importante sa inyong gawin. Kasi magkakaroon kayo ng board examination. Right? Self-reflection. Unahin natin. Self-reflection, self-responsibility, and goal setting. Di ba sabi ko kanina, monitoring your progress as you learn. Okay. Nagkaroon ng diagnostic test itong mga magte-take ng LET exam. Right? So, na-monitor mo sa sarili mo na ang baba ng result na nakuha mo. O anong gagawin mo? Papasok sa self-reflection. Lahat ng mali, aaralin mo. Right? Ito yung nagkamali ko, aaralin ko. Okay, tapos nagkaroon ka ng idea. So, ito, inaral ko ngayon, titingnan ko kung ako ay isang long-term or short-term memory. Okay. So, since inaral ko ngayon, in the following days, babasahin ko ulit at sasagutan ko ulit yung question na yon. So, titingnan mo yung progress, kung natuto ka ba talaga, kung yung ipag-compare mo na yung grade na nakuha mo sa first day at yung inulit mo. Kung natuto ka ba talaga. So we are talking about the progress. Monitoring of your progress. Ano pang sinasabi ko lagi? Pag sinasabing metacognitive process, you need to take a time. Di ba lagi kong sinasabi, kung kayo nahihirapan sa majorship natin na TLE, mag-set kayo ng schedule. Time para makapag-aral kayo ng maayos. Okay? Nasa inyo po yan kung susundin ninyo o hindi. Okay? So, pag hindi po ang tanong which does not belong to the metacognitive process, no other than remembering. Okay? Remembering po ang hindi po kasama sa metacognitive process. Nagkaunawaan po ba, teachers? So, let's proceed to the question number 8. Okay, question number 8 na po tayo. Which are the effects of motivation on student learning behavior? Ano daw yung epekto when we are talking about the metacognition? Okay, metacognition. O kasi ang tinatanong, effects of motivation on students' learning behavior. O, anong magiging epekto sa mga bata? Pag na-motivate natin sila na mag-aral, anong makikita mong pagbabago sa behavior ng estudyante? A. Ay sa 1, direct behavior toward particular goals. 2, leads to increased effort and energy. 3, increased initiation of and persistence and activities. A, 1 and 2, B, 1 only, C, 2 and 3, D, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, sige nga. Anong tamang sagot dyan sa question number 8? Kasi we are talking about the motivation directs to the behaviors. Okay, may sumagot ng letter B. Ayan, palakpakan ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Shout out kay Ma'am Rodime Canupin Abinol, Shena Marie Ringor, Sherilyn Tonga, Anna Blay Sitter, and Fel Harty. Harte ba? Harty. Okay, sorry kung paano yun man i-pronounce ang tamang pronunciation of this word. So, teachers, the correct answer is letter D. Okay, so we are talking about the direct motivation, right? Kasi yung tanong is the effects of motivation on student learning behavior, right? So when we say motivation, okay, ano ba si motivation? Bakit kasi importante si motivation when we are teaching? Bakit? Bakit, teachers? Because motivation is direct behavior. Again, motivation is direct behavior towards in particular goals. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yung bata, mas namomotivate silang mag-aral. Next, individuals set goals for themselves and direct behavior accordingly. So, ang motivation po leads to increased effort and energy because motivation increases the amount of effort and energy that the learner expend in activities directly related. Okay? Directly related po siya to their needs and goals, especially for the initiation. Okay? Ibig sabihin, motivation increases initiation because of persistence in activities. So the learners po are more likely to begin a task. They are more likely to begin a task, like I said, that they actually want to do. Okay, so they are also more likely continue working it until they completed and evenly if they are occasionally interrupted or frustrated in the process of learning. So motivation is very important to the young learner, especially in 21st century educator. So, as you observe, yung mga Gen Z na tinatawag natin, iba na po ang mga behavior ng bata ngayon. So, motivation is the one. Okay. Yun po ang initiation or persistence of activity, especially for the particular goals and effort. Okay? So, D is the correct answer. Again, D is the correct answer. Next, we proceed to the question number 9. Which qualities or personal relationship create positive climate? So, qualities of personal relationship. Personal relationship siya that they create positive climate. So, 1 is stability, 2 trust, 3 caring, 4 clandestine. Oh, okay, is it 1? 1, 2, and 4, 3 and 4 only. 2, 3, and 4 sa letter C or letter D. 1, 2, and 3. So, ayan teachers, ano po ang tamang sagot dyan? Is it A, B, C, or D? Excuse me. Okay, ang tinatanong is C, quality of the personal relationship. So, yung personal relationship po na yun is they created as a positive climate. Okay, so saan ba siya kasama? Is it letter A, B, C, or D? Okay, you have 1 minute para sagutan po yan. Okay, so wala ba yung boses? Ngayon ko lang na-check. Ngayon lang ba or kanina pa? Teachers. Okay, so wala ba yung boses? Ngayon lang ba? Teachers? Anong oras na ba? Is it 9:40? Kailan kayo nag-check na walang sound? 9:37. Okay, teachers. Ang tanong po rito, being a preschooler insists on getting noodles for himself from the serving dish each time his family. Sa question number 9. Okay, sorry. Okay, question number 9. Nawalan tayo ng boses. Okay, I check. So, which qualities of personal relationship creative positive climate? So, ang hindi po dito kasama is si clandestine. Okay? Silent C to ha and L. Undestined. Okay? A lang ang babasahin natin. Undestined. Okay. So, si undestined po kasi it is characterized by the secrecy of concealment. So, ibig sabihin, it is openness or unfavorable. Okay? So, pag tinatanong natin is creative, positive, or personal relationship, ang isasagot nyo po is letter D. Because in positive climate relationship po is stability, trust, and caring. Okay? Yan. Nagkaunawaan po ba? So, next in question number 10 naman, ang tinatanong natin, si being our preschooler insists of getting noodles for himself from the serving dish each time his family attends a gathering. So, ibig sabihin, even though he usually drop pasta on the floor, natapon daw ng bata yung pasta sa floor, when his mother tries to assist him, he brushes his mother off and insists on doing it himself in the context of Erickson's psychosocial development theory. So, sa psychosocial development theory ni Erickson, what stage of psychosocial development best described by being behavior? Excuse me. Okay. Initiative versus Gelda. Industry versus inferiority. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. Okay, teachers. May sumagot ng D, may sumagot ng A, may sumagot ng C. Excuse me. Hirap pag nasasamid. Okay, teachers. Ang tamang sagot po dyan is letter D. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. Kung mababasa, maiintindihan nyo po yung sentence, di ba? Wala siyang pag-aalinlangan na siya ang gagawa mismo. Siya yung maglilinis nung natapon niyang pasta. Okay? Tandaan po, D is the correct answer because preschooler tend to have what? To have the attitude which is the can do. Kaya niyang gawin yon. Kaya niyang linisin yon. Okay? So, autonomy versus shame and doubt. Okay? Pag sinabing autonomy versus shame and doubt, ibig sabihin, I can do it. Kaya kong gawin ito. Nagkaunawaan? So, the answer is letter D. Next, when a child say that the sun is sleeping at night, the child is in the pre-operational stage particularly. So yung bata daw is nasa pre-operational stage. So saan siya papasok? Animism, centration, egocentrism, reversibility. Okay? When a child say that the sun is sleeping at night, naniniwala yung bata na paggabi daw, yung sun naman is yung natutulog. So pag umaga, yung moon naman ang natutulog. Kasi gising yung araw. So, when a child say that the sun is sleeping at night, the child is in the pre-operational stage particularly. So, saan siya papasok? Is it animism, centration, egocentrism, reversibility? Reversibility ba, teachers? Reversibility pa? Ayan. Titingnan ko yung mga sagot ninyo sa ating live session. May sumagot ng A. May sumagot ng B. Excuse me. Okay, teachers, the correct answer here is letter A. Kasi nasa pre-operational stage siya, di ba? So, animism. Animism pa ang sagot dyan because ibig sabihin po, this is the tendency of the child to contribute human traits to animate object. Ibig sabihin, inire-relate ng bata yung mga nakikita niyang bagay-bagay dito sa ibabaw ng mundo sa human being. Okay, kung ano yung mga traits na meron ng tao, inire-relate niya. Ang tawag doon is animism. Okay, animism po is the correct answer. Excuse me. Through what? Imagination. Okay, so next, let's proceed to the question number 12. Lutz and Hoots, 2004, said that one of the most important skills a student should have in the 21st century is the ability to get along with a wide variety of people. What should a teacher do to address this in a classroom setting? So, are you familiar with the Lutz and Hoots 2004? That he or she said that one of the most important skills a student should have in the 21st century is the ability to get along with a wide variety of people. What should a teachers do to address this in a classroom setting? A. Provide student hands-on and minds-on activities. B. Incorporate teaching strategies that aid cognitive development. C. Use teaching strategies that promote social interaction in the classroom. D. Provide activities that can enhance students' ability to talk and share ideas. So sabi, with a wide variety of people as a 21st century, anong ability or classroom setting ang gagawin mo rito? Anong classroom setting? Okay. So, ano yung ipo-promote mo? Is it letter A ba? Provide student hands-on and minds-on activities. Do you think pag nagbigay ka ng hands-on and minds-on activities, magkakaroon ng collaboration? They have a wide variety of people that we will connect in the classroom setting through the process of collaboration method. Yun ba yung tinutukoy sa 21st century? No, right? So, i-eliminate si letter A. Letter A is wrong answer. A is wrong answer again. X. Incorporate teaching strategies that aid cognitive development. It means i-incorporate ni teachers through the process of cognitive. Ibig sabihin, more on knowledge. Anong ginagawa natin sa loob ng classroom? May keyword dito sa tanong na to. Yung word pa lang na skills, yung word pa lang na wide variety of people. So, ibig sabihin, there's a lot of social interaction. Right? So, ang cognitive po kasi, we are talking about the knowledge. Paano yung social interaction ng mga bata? More on cognitive. Yung strategies na dinevelop ni teacher is cognitive. It means B is wrong answer. Okay. You will choose the best answer here in letter C and D. So what is the best answer here? Use teaching strategies that promote social interaction in the classroom. D, provide activities that can enhance student ability to talk and share ideas. What is the best answer? Yes, Sir Joe Marie, collaboration is sharing ideas. Ano ang gagawin mo if you are a teacher? Ano yung pinaka-best? Sir. Sa sharing ideas po, meron na bang social interaction dyan? Ano ang dapat i-promote natin? Kasi ang word is provide activities that can enhance. That can enhance. Ibig sabihin, gagawa ka pa lang ng activity na parang mas ma-develop ng bata yung estudyante na yon to ability to talk and share ideas. Paano kung yung bata is shy type? Kahit alam niya yung ideas, ayaw niyang mag-share. Teachers. May mga batang ganyan. O kaya tinatapik pa si katabi, ito yung isagot mo kasi ito yung tama. Pero pag siya ang sasagot, ayaw niya kasi nahihiya siya. The best answer here is letter C. Ang kailangan mong i-promote dito is yung social interaction. Okay? Social interaction ang number 1 na kailangan nating gawin sa classroom setting. Kasi pag ang loob ng classroom, meron tayong social interaction, doon tayo makakapag-provide. Doon tayo makakapag-provide ng iba't ibang ideas ng bata na kailangan mong mapagsalita yung mga estudyante dyan na shy type. Gagawan mo ng paraan, different strategies na magkakaroon ng social interaction na dapat alam mo kung paano mo kunin yung attention ng bata na yon. Okay? Kasi kulang ang letter D. Okay? Kulang ang letter D. Kasi ang nakalagay, provide activities. As a teachers, you need to use a different strategies. Okay, ito yung explain ko ha. Nagbabasa ba kayo ng Sir Joe Marie, tama yung explanation mo. Pero dun sa pagpili ng pinaka best answer, dun ka nalilito. Okay? Mas laliman mo pa yung comprehension. Yun lang naman nakikita ko sa iyo eh. Kasi yung explanation mo, the way you explain, the way you write a comment in a comment section, okay siya. Galing mo magpaliwanag. Ang problem lang, pag pipiliin mo na yung pinakatamang sagot. Okay? So yan. Yan tayo nahihirapan pag yung sagot is alam nating parehas sila tama, pero pipili tayo ng pinaka-best answer. Diba? Based on the principle of PJ, kilala niyo si PJ. PJ learning. Okay? It is the learning is totality dependent of interaction, right? So when we say interaction with the environment, kailangan nagkakaroon ng interaction with the environment. Yun yung theory ni PJ. Next is si Vygotsky. Oh, yan si Vygotsky. Naalala nyo ba na si Vygotsky it is the social contractivist. Okay? So si Vygotsky po, excuse me, si Vygotsky po, it is, they believe that people learn by a social interaction and learning from others. Diba, as teachers, we are just a human. Lahat tayo nagkakamali, teachers. So, si Vygotsky naniniwala na pag merong social interaction between the student, especially the teachers, all of them, they learn. Right? Natututo si teachers, natututo si estudyante. Yun yung theory ni Vygotsky. And si PJ naman, naniniwala sa totally dependent of interaction with the environment. Natututo ang bata sa environment. Kung makikita mo nga dyan, yung mga bata ngayon, sa environment nila, may maririnig dyan na hindi akala ng bata is tama, gagawin pa rin nila. Kaya dapat, the way we speak, kailangan careful tayo pagdating sa mga batang maliliit. Di ba bawal na bawal tayong magmura? Kasi ang alam ng bata, tama yung ginagawa natin, pero mali ang pagmumura. Okay? So, ang bata natututo sa environment niya kung saan siya lumaki. Yun yung ibig sabihin po niyan. Okay? So, next question number. Ayan. Let's proceed to the question number 13. Oh, kilala niyo si Brunner. Ayan, kilala niyo naman lahat si Brunner's. Okay, in Brunner's three-tiered learning, which is action-based. Oh, action-based naman ang tinatanong ni Brunner. Inactive learning, iconic learning, inactive learning, symbolic learning. So kung makikita nyo si inactive saka si inactive learning is different spelling, right? May E and I. So what is the best answer in question number 13? It is inactive learning or iconic learning, inactive learning ulit, or symbolic learning. O yan, very good, Sir Wanda de la Cruz, Sir Joe Marie. Teachers, we are talking about the action-based. Action-based. Automatic letter C is wrong answer, right? Ang tamang spelling po is letter A. Ayan. Sir, Wanda de la Cruz, thank you for watching. And the correct answer here is letter A. Inactive. Action-based tayo, teachers, ha? So, tatandaan po, pag sinabi pong iconic po, it is what? Representation of an image based. O tandaan, R is for representation, I is for image, and B is for base. Tandaan po, iconic is the representation of image-based. Representation of iconic-based. Pag sinabi pong symbolic naman, symbolic learning, tatandaan po teachers, when we say symbolic learning, it is the representation image-based din po. Ibig sabihin, yung mga symbol na pinapakita ng bata, ng mga image na pinapakita natin sa mga bata, nasa symbolic learning po yan. Okay? Sa iconic, again, it is a representation again of a what? Image-based din. So, pag sinabing inactive learning teachers, it is the action-based learning po. Okay? Inactive representation is an action-based iconic representation image-based. Okay po? A is the correct answer. Okay. So, next is ano to? Number 14, based on Colbert's theory, okay, nasa kay Colbert's theory naman tayo. What is the level of moral development shown? Ayan si Ma'am Sherilyn. Okay lang yan, ma'am. Based on Colbert's theory, what is the level of moral development shown when children generally do what is right in order to come up with their parents and teachers? Expectation of a good child. Okay, kasi ang tinatanong sa Colbert's theory daw, what is the level of moral development? Moral development. That's shown when the children generally do what is right in order to come up with their parent and teachers. So, ano yung expectation of a good children or a good child? A, is it conventional? B, formal? C, post-conventional? D, pre-conventional? Again, teachers. Okay lang magkamali dito sa drills natin. Okay lang, kahit makalimang sagot kayo dyan, 5 lang yung nakuha yung tamang sagot out of 20. Kasi teachers, kung saan kayo nagkakamali, dyan mas nagre-retain yung knowledge nyo. Kasi mas inaaral nyo ng maayos. Tama? Kaya huwag kayong matakot magkamali. Kasi ang pagkakamali, doon tayo natututo. Okay? So, saan ba siya papasok? May nakita na akong tamang sagot, Wanda de la Cruz. Ayan, si Ma'am Wanda, ang galing. Si Ma'am Wanda. Okay. So, how about what about the others? Hanggang 15 lang tayo teachers kasi it's 10:03 na. Okay, so alam ko yung iba inaantok na galing trabaho. So, question number 14. Ang tamang sagot po dyan is letter A. Conventional. Okay, A is the correct answer. Bakit po teachers conventional? Because pag sinabi pong conventional, it is talking about the moral reasoning. Right? Sa conventional po, it is a form of moral reasoning is based on the approval of others. Okay? Approval of others. Law and order to conventional morality. Okay po? So, dun po nakabase yung question number 14. Next. Question number 15. Okay, tapusin na natin kasi 1 to 20 lang naman to. Which of the following laws state that we tend to all fill the gaps in figures as we perceive them? Ang tinatanong po dito is the law of state that we tend to fill the gaps in figures as we perceive them. Okay, saan siya kasama? Is it law of proximity, law of closure, law of similarity, or law of pregnance? Okay, teacher, pass drills tayo. So, ayan, sino bang sasagot sa question number 15? If you know the answer, kindly write in the comment section. Okay, again, we have a 1 minute to think before you answer, but at this time, it is already 10:04 in the evening. So, the correct answer here is letter B. Okay, letter B is the correct answer here. So, question number 15, why? We are talking about the we tend with the fill the gaps of the figures. So, nasa law of closure po siya. Bakit po? Dito po sa law of closure, we are talking about we tend, right? We tend to enclose a space by completing a contour and ignore gaps in figure law of closure. Okay? So, B is the correct answer. Right? So, we proceed to the question number 16. Past drills tayo. Ayan. So, dito tayo sa question number 16. Again, dito po, sa question number 16, Luz and Hu, 2004, and their study on cognitive development and constructivism said that educator must activate previous experience, right? So, lahat naman tayong educator, we must activate the previous experiences. We need to rely our experiences when we educate the young ones, right? So, experiences and knowledge in order to be effective, present new information. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng new ideas and information in a context that the student can readily process. Ang tanong, what does this statement imply? Okay? Kasi ang tinatanong, cognitive development and constructivism. Learning by doing, constructivism. Hahayaan mo si bata na matuto in her own way. Kasi 'di ba, sabi dito, educator must activate previous experiences and knowledge in order to effectively present new information in a context that students can readily process. Right? So, ang tanong lang naman dito, what does this statement imply? Saan siya papasok? Learning is cumulative. Learning is cumulative ba? B. Drills and review are important in the teaching-learning process. C. The teacher must connect his or her lesson to student past experiences for meaning and understanding. D. The teacher must incorporate appropriate teaching strategies in order to aid cognitive development effectively. I am teachers. What is the correct answer? Yes, you got it. The correct answer is letter C. Very good, teachers. Sa lahat po ng nakakuha ng tamang sagot, palakpakan ang sarili. So, tandaan, ang board exam po is napaka-crucial. Ayan, di alam. Lahat ng reviewers ng dito ka tayo nagre-review to enhance our metacognition skills, right? Para mas ready tayo when we are preparing the board examination. Okay, very good, teachers. The answer is letter C. Why letter C? So, do you believe, sino mga naniniwala dito sa theory ni PJ? Diba? Si PJ, they believe that they are four distinct cognitive stages. Diba si PJ Curie? Naniniwala po siya na they have a four distinct cognitive stages of development which all children go through in a specific order. Okay, which is, each stage po has a distinct characteristic that implied then the timing and readiness of the students in the teaching learning process. Number one is one way to do this activation or activating previous experiences and knowledge or giving review in order to connect previous lesson to the present lesson. So, ganun tayo, di ba? Kung gusto nating mas maunawaan yung discussion natin, yung inaaral natin, we need to connect our present experiences from the previous experiences. Okay? Yun po ang paniniwala ni PJ. Okay po, meron tayong 4 distinct of cognitive stages or development. So, isa po dyan si letter C. Okay? The teachers must connect his or her lesson to the student, past experiences for meaning and understanding. Okay? So, next, we proceed to the question number 17. Greeno, 1989. So, ibig sabihin daw dito, said that thinking is the result of an interaction. Tama ba? Thinking is the result of the interaction between the individual and the environment. Like I said, kakadiscuss ko lang nito kanina. Na ang bawat bata is my interaction between the people and the environment. Right? So sabi dito, which of the theories of development support the idea of Greeno? Number 1 is that Erikson's psychosocial theory of development. 2, Kohlberg stages of moral development. 3, PJ stages of cognitive development. Or C, Vygotsky. Vygotsky is the social cultural theory. So, yung idea ba ni Greeno, saan ba siya papasok? Kay Erikson ba? Kay Vygotsky ba? Kay Kohlberg ba? PJ, saan ba siya? Is it A, 3 only? B, 1 and 2? C, 2 and 4? Okay. D, 1, 2, and 3 only. Si Ma'am Sherilyn Tongay, okay, very good. So how about the others? How about the others? Internalize. You have 1 minute to answer that question. Ayan, si Ma'am Sheila. Okay, sige ha. Hintayin ko yung sagot nyo. Okay, shout out sa viewers natin. Titingnan ko po yung mga sagot nyo rito sa aking cellphone. Ayan. Let me check your answer. Ayan, may sumagot ng ARC. Ayan. Si Sir Jomar. Ano, Sir Jomar, yung first instinct mo? C ba? Okay, shout out kay Ma'am Annaliza, Meredith DY, Sheena or Shina. Ayan. So, teachers, the answer here is letter C. Okay? C. Kasi, bakit C? Si PJ, di ba, we are talking about cognitive development. Pag sinabing cognitive development, papasok siya sa thinking. Okay? Thinking siya. Pag sinabi naman nating na for si Vygotsky, we are talking about the environment. Interaction with the environment. Doon papasok si social or socio-cultural theory. So, ito yung mga word dito ha, thinking, pag-thinking, kay PJ dyan. Kasi ang cognitive, we are talking about thinking. Pag environment naman, we are talking about socio-cultural theory. So pag sinabing socio-cultural theory, papasok po siya saan? Sa environment. Okay? Teacher, so ayan, nahiwagaan na ba? Nalinawan na ba? Thank you so much sa lahat ng nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, so teachers, once again, I will explain. Thinking is the action of using one's mind to produce idea. Tama ba? So si PJ po and Vygotsky both believe that learning is a result of the individual interaction with the environment. Okay, lahat naman tayo individually natututo with the environment through the use of thinking. Right? So, C is the correct answer. Ayan, palakpakan natin yung mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot. So, let's proceed to the question number 18. So, since si Greenos, di ba? Another question ito ni Greeno. What is the teaching learning implication of Greeno's statement that thinking is a result of interaction between individual and the environment? Okay, itwinist lang. Iniba yung terminologies. So, tandaan, ang board exam is sasakit ang ulo ninyo. Okay? So, ito, yung question number 18, they will be related in the question number 17. Yan po yung ginawa ko dito. So, what is the teaching learning? Itang question ko sa inyo. What is the teaching learning implication of Greenough's statement that thinking is a result of interaction between individual and the environment? Bakit? So, one, social interaction plays a role in learning. Two, collaborative approach should be used in the classroom. Tama ba? Three, teachers should provide hands-on activities. Four, visual interaction or visual instructional materials should used in teaching. Okay. Is it A, 1 and 2? Is it B, 3 and 4? Is it C, 1, 2, and 3? Is it D, 1, 2, 3, and 4? So, ayan, i-internalize ng maayos kung ano ang tamang sagot dyan. Is it A, B, C, and D? Excuse me. Okay, very good teachers. Ayan, very good. Yung mga inaantok, magkape muna katulad ko. Mahilig sa kape. Ang mga nagkakape daw magaganda, char. Joke lang yun So teachers, you get the correct answer based on sa cellphone. Kikita. Shout out kay Ma'am Annalisa, you get the correct answer. Sir Joe Marie, Sheena Marie Ringor. Sherilyn Tonga, you get the correct answer. So, ibig sabihin po, si 1, 2, and 3, all of them will be promoted the interaction with his or her environment. Okay? So, the answer is letter D. D is for dog. D is for di kita iiwanan. D is for what? Di kita iiwanan. Ayan, delta. Letter D is the correct answer. Delta. Again, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, all the choices promote learner interaction with his or her environment. Lahat po yan nagpo-promote ng environment interaction. Okay? So, let's proceed to the question number 19. So, Teacher Rose, ayan, oh my God, it is a name, but I cannot check this. Okay, so just wait for a while. Ayan. So when we say name, kailangan pala is big letter yan. Sorry guys. Okay. So, sabi dito, Teacher Rose begins a lesson on basic dance position. Ayan, basic dance position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Di ba yan yung mga kadalasang itinuturo natin? Basic dance position in MAPE. By demonstrating the arms and feet position in slow motion and physically guiding her student through the correct movement as her student become more skillful, she just give verbal instruction. With Vygotsky theory in mind, what does Teacher Rose do? So, ibig sabihin, kumbaga ako si Teacher Rose. Okay, class, we will demonstrate the basic dances or the basic dance position. Okay, teacher, okay, students, follow after me. So, number 1, first position, nakaganyan. 1, second position, third position, fourth, and fifth. O, di ba? Ganyan tayo magturo. So, anong tawag doon? Guided participation ba? Per interaction? Apprenticeship? Or scaffolding? Saan siya papasok? Scaffolding ba? Guided participation ba? Okay, D is for D babagsak. D babagsak. Ayan. So, very good. The answer is letter D. Okay, ang tamang sagot po dito is letter D. Teachers, the answer is letter D. Bakit? Scaffolding po ang tawag dyan. Okay, scaffolding. Ano po ba, teacher, si scaffolding? O baka sa TLE, relate nyo ha, yung scaffolding, ito yung ginagawa ng mga construction na pinagtatayuan nila pag sila ay magpapalitan or magkakaroon ng finishing sa mga pader. O, scaffolding yan. O kaya magkakaroon ng beam. O, scaffolding tawag doon. So, dito, ang ibig sabihin po, pag sinabing scaffolding in professional education ha, sa professional education po, we are talking about the educational management. Okay, scaffolding is the systematic matter or systematic manner. Kumbaga, they will be providing assistance to the learner of effectively acquire skills. Okay, hindi po si guided participation ang tamang sagot dyan na letter D. Scaffolding is the systematic manner of what? Of providing assistance to the learner to effective acquire knowledge. Very good, Ma'am Annalisa Meredith. Step by step. Ayan. So next, last but not the least. Ayan. Based on Freud theory, which operates when Mario lends bicycle to his friend Julius who was crying for it. Ayan. Based on Freud theory, which operates when Mario lends bicycle to his friend Julius who was crying for it. So, saan siya? Ego, id and ego. So, for ego. O, ayan. Sino ba siya? Natapos na tayo. O, ano ba yung ugali ni Mario? O, is it ego ba? Ego ba? Umiyak si Mario. Gusto ko rin ng bike. Hindi ako binili ni Papa. Gusto ko ng bike pahiram. Tapos nung hindi pinahiram ni Mario, umiyak. Ano yun? Teachers, the answer is letter B. Super ego. Yan. B is the correct answer. Super ego is related to the ego ideal of conscience. Okay? Again, Superego is related to the ego ideal of conscience. Naanawaan po ba? B is the correct answer. Okay? Superego po yan. Kasi si ego po, related lang po siya. For example, it is related, si ego. Ideal po siya. Okay? Pero ang answer dito, sa Freud theory po, na nag-operates po when Mario lends bicycle to his friend Julius who was crying for it. So, ibig sabihin, anong meron si, nung meron si, si Mario? Is it? Superego. Bakit? Because ego is related for the ideal conscience. Yun lang po. Okay? May mga bata na pag gustong umangkas sa bisikleta, natatakot sila. Yung iba naman umiiyak. 'Di ba? Oh. Ako nga nung unang natuto ako ng bike, sobrang iyak ko nung nagbrengko ako. Nagkasuroon muna ako ng sugat bago ako natuto. Ayan. Shout out kay Ma'am Jerry Garganza. Okay. So, sa mga hindi po nakapanood, pwede nyo pong balik-balikan ng ating live discussion. Okay? Uploaded naman po. Sergio Marie, ego po yan. Sabi ni Sergio Marie, ego po yun, ma'am. Kaya nga, kasi, bakit super ego? Kasi si super ego po is the ideal. Related po siya sa ego, si super ego. Ibig sabihin, it is related to the ideal of conscience. Okay po. Gets? Okay. So, ayan. Thank you for watching. And I hope natuto kayo sa discussion natin ngayon. Natuto ba? Yung mga naguguluhan? So, ayan, late na akong nakapag-reel sa inyo. Late rin kasing nakauwi. Okay. So, teachers, sana lahat ng viewers dito, pumasa sa darating na board examination this September. So, pagpasensyahan nyo na minsan may sariling mundo ang laptop ko. Okay. So, ayan. Salamat sa nag-share, sa nag-like, and syempre sa mga sumagot at nag-participate. Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Annalisa. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sir Joe Marie, and the others. Thank you so much and have a good night. So, ayan, I hope pasado na this September 2024. Okay, teachers, makinig, aspiring teachers, future LPTs. Huwag po kayong maniniwala na ang exam is August. All the examination po, they will be taken at September and March. So, nagkaroon lang po tayo, siguro, nung pandemic, nagkaroon ng ng examination nung August. Pero I think hindi August eh. Siguro mga yon, July or June. Kasi yung last, before medyo okay na, nung October, diba, October 2022, na-move yung exam. Diba, na-move yung exam noon. Instead na September 29, naging October 2 ata yun, yung examination. Okay? So, ayan, teachers, board examination, they will be taken at September. September po ang, natin, board examination. Hindi po August. Okay, so ayan, sana naliunawan kayo. So tomorrow po, we are discussing a majorship. balik tayo sa majorship natin. Okay? So, ayan. Have a good night. Thank you, Sir Jomar, for watching. Sir Rexel Franz Laineza Baldon, thank you for watching, Madam. Ayan. Shout out sa lahat na nag-aaral sa CSPC, Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges na ngayon Polytechnic University of Bicol. Ayan, shout out sa alma mater kung saan ako graduate. Okay, shout out sa inyo. Thank you for watching. Okay. So, I hope magkikita tayo. Just enroll in iMind Review Center, Legazpi City. So, magkakaroon po tayo ng discussion dyan. Okay? Sa darating na mismong board examination sa September 2024. Okay, yan teachers. I hope natuto kayo ngayon. Ay, si ma'am is from CSPC. CSPC pala siya. Ayan. So, manood lang po kayo sa mga natin. So, si Sir Christian Leria, nanonood din yun sa akin. Nag-review yun sa akin, pasado na. Ayan. From CSPC din po siya. Okay, CSPC din po si Sir Christian. Okay, so thank you for watching and I hope, siguro may time na magkakaroon ng drills sa iMind Review Center. Okay, so kita-kits na lang pag ako'y nabigyan ng oportunidad na makapag-drills, makapag-discuss sa inyo ng one day sa Legazpi. Di ba? Magkikita-kita tayo dyan. Okay, so ayan, Sir Rexel Franz Laineza Baldon. Okay, so ayan ma'am, graduating ka po ba? Sana sa darating na board examination, pasado kayong lahat. Tandaan, konting sakripisyo, pag-aaral at dasal. Okay, yan po ang best weapon natin during the board exam. Hindi po pwedeng dasal kayo ng dasal without action. O si Lord gising. Ano ba tong batang to? Magtitake ng exam, puro lang dasal ang ginagawa without an action. So anong mangyayari during the board? Lagapak, ligwak. Kasi di naman nag-aral, di naman nag-review, puro lang dasal. Lord, ipasa mo ko, ipasa mo ko, ipasa mo ko. Without an action. Papasa kayo pag nagdasal at nagsakripisyo, nag-aral. Okay? Yun ang dapat nyong gawin. Okay? So, yan po ang pinaka-dapat nyong gawin, magpuro dasal. Okay, June 21 na. O, sige. Okay, sana kita-kita tayo dyan. And then sa iMind Review Center kasi, pag nag-final coaching po dyan, especially in online review, one-on-one. Tandaan nyo po, sa iMind Review Center, yung isa ko pong final coaching doon, si Ma'am Jem, pasado siya. Pasado siya sa board examination. One-on-one yung namin noon, drills. Siguro 4 days. 4 days ako sa kanyang online final coaching. Saturday and Sunday. Starting with 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yung final coaching namin noon. 4 days po kaming nagkaroon ng final coaching before the board examination and binigyan ko pa po siya ng mga soft copy noon para makapag-review siya. And luckily, nung pagdating ng result sa board examination, pasado siya. Isa siya sa mga nakapasa. Okay? So, yan po. Nasa inyo po kung saan po kayo mag-re-review. Nasa inyo yan ha. Wala akong inaanong reviews dito. Basta ang akin lang kung saan mas prepare or mas panatag yung puso nyo. Doon kayo mag-enroll. Okay? At sa mas makakatipid kayo. Okay? Kasi alam naman natin, mahirap kumita ng pera. O, di ba? So, yung mga magulang natin, hirap din sa paghahanap ng pera. So, maging wise lang tayo sa pagpili. Kung saan tayo mas makakatipid at makakapag-focus sa pag-aaral. Okay, yun lamang po. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Okay, so ayan, matulog na po tayo para bukas prepare tayo for the drills sa major shift po.